All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Neverland Podcast. Today, back at it, basketball. First day of the NBA being back was today as we're recording this. So, you want to start with Braun?
Yeah, a Braun being too clutch real quick.
Go ahead, D.
Everyone, so many haters are like, "Hey, Braun's not clutch," and literally first game back from quarantine, he's clutch as
Game winner.
fuck real quick.
Facts. Dude, it was such a weird ass shot too. It was like he
Yeah,
shot
legit.
it kind of came off, and he just like snagged it.
Dude, yeah, he knew it'd be short. I even knew it'd be short because he was like coming up awkwardly off
Yeah,
of PG, and then like that follow up, and then the funniest shit was like when it went in, right? When he did the follow up and it went in, right? Kawhi was just like, oh, and just
yeah,
like fucking was
yeah.
sighing. I was like,
Legit,
yeah, boy, he felt
legit.
that.
Did
He
you
felt
see
that ish.
Did you even see him clamping Kawhi out? Like I sent you like a
Yeah, dude. He was going 1v1 on Kawhi a lot. Kawhi was getting buckets though. He still was getting buckets.
yeah, I mean Kawhi.
Yeah, but like LeBron was doing a pretty good job. Like in the end, did you see that defensive play on PG at the end to
Yeah.
shut him down basically?
Yeah,
Because so like basically Kawhi couldn't go anywhere. Like LeBron blocked him off. So then he was looking for like the outlet and then gives it to PG and then PG basically pulls it out so that he can like
yeah,
get in range for a three. And then LeBron just follows him because he knows there's like 3 seconds left. So he's not gonna pass.
yeah.
So he's just
Facts.
like, hey, let me just crowd him real quick. So then
Yeah,
he crowded him and then PG couldn't get a good shot. And it was game right there. That was legit.
facts. Dude, I want to see the Clippers when they're fully healthy, or not healthy, but with Lou Will back, because
Yeah.
like if they legit didn't have like a proper like point guard or even a shooting guard that would because they would either run through PG or Kawhi on like a pin and roll or something,
Yeah.
or be them in like just ISO and just doing something. Because otherwise they were so trash. Because
Yeah.
I know with especially someone like Montrezl Harrell, he would benefit so much with Luke coming back for that pick and roll. But right now, I mean, they still look good though. But it's still you still have all the talent.
Yeah, like they were still good. Like the Clippers weren't playing bad at all. I mean, both teams were kind of sucky because they had way too many turnovers real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah,
Um, but like they weren't that bad at all. It was like pretty good basketball. Pretty good, dude. Like I mean, they are like the best like three
yeah.
teams in the
Like
NBA
the
real quick.
NBA,
So
yeah.
if they weren't good, then that'd be really sad.
Yeah. Also, AD he was like really really good too.
Dude, 80 was going off,
Like
dude. He
he
had
was just
17 free throws, dude. How the F do you have that many free throws real quick?
that's crazy. Also, like fucking choking Noah and Dwight were just fouling.
Joaquin.
I saw a tweet. It was like combined, they had like 9 fouls and like 4 points or like 9 points or something. Like single
Yeah.
digit points.
They're probably just going at it the whole time. Because remember they were competing for the Lakers spot um like before the season started, remember? And then the Lakers chose Dwight
Yeah,
and then later like the Clips had a roster spot open and then they
yeah,
chose Joakim. Like, dude, literally every play each team has made, it's like been against each other. It's
yeah.
craziness, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got like Clips got Marcus Morris and then Lakers got
Well,
Markeith.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's so goofy, dude. It's like one after another all the time.
yeah. Because I mean, they're
It's
top
goofy.
two. It's like
Yeah.
the thing. There's no other team that has their level caliber starting lineup,
Yeah.
but then also a bench. Like
Mhm.
both benches are like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Which even if you look at Milwaukee, it's Giannis, maybe Middleton, but
Hmm.
their bench is completely trash.
Yeah.
You don't really know anyone from their bench.
Hmm. Like, yeah. I mean the Bucks are good as shit though.
Yeah,
You can't doubt the Bucks. Like
yeah,
they have
true.
like a decently deep roster. It's not like super deep, but it's decent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they have like the Clipper role players,
Hmm.
but like kind of like a step lower.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Like
you don't have like
they
Patrick
have
Beverly, but you have someone like pretty
they
close
have
to
like
him.
Robin Lopez coming off the bench. They have
Yeah,
DiVincenzo, that dude's pretty
Yeah,
good.
he's
Um, they have that white guy that can jump really high. What's that guy's name?
oh
I can't remember his name.
yeah,
That dude jumps so high.
yeah, dude.
He's got like a
He
50
was
inch
in
vert.
the dunk contest.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Oh,
Um,
Pat something.
Pat Connington. Yeah,
Yeah,
Pat
Connington.
Connington. That's his name. That guy's a beast. Who else they got? They got some few like they're just like decent. They're not like amazing, but like they're not bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they have not Thon Maker, but the other like kind of lanky, just like ridiculously tall.
Ooh,
I don't know who I'm thinking of right now. Um,
dude, Don Maker was traded, dude.
yeah, no, not Henson. Is he still on Milwaukee?
I have no idea, dude. I don't know their roster, dude.
I don't
The
know.
F knows their roster, dude.
Yeah,
I
but
can barely name their starting five right now.
true, legit. I think
Barely.
I'm thinking probably there's probably someone on there who's like really tall and lanky. I can't remember now. But
Probably. I don't know.
yeah,
Who was
dude,
their starting
Maverick.
roster?
Maverick started looking decent.
Mavs. Oh yeah, with
Or I mean,
Porzingis.
Luca more than anything.
Porzingis.
Yeah, Porzingis back. And then
Dude,
Nuggets.
yeah.
We're talking about the Nuggets. Bol.
Yeah. Hey, dude, Bobo's a beast. Dude, it's quick. It's so crazy how people forget so quickly.
Mhm.
Like how what is it called? Like how good Porzingis was.
Yeah,
Because literally 3 years ago, we're comparing Giannis versus Porzingis.
yeah.
Like that was like an actual comparison
It
three
was
years
like the
ago.
next Dirk, like
And then
next.
now they're like, now there's so many people that are like, oh, that's not even a comparison. Like, what are you even saying? Like, they don't even belong in the same sentence. I'm like, wait, they weren't in the same sentence 3 years
Yeah.
ago.
Hmm.
So it's like you can't forget, like, literally in 1 year, if Porzingis gets back into form, like you'll
Yeah,
be,
it'd be
I
scary.
almost guarantee you'll be pretty scary. Yeah,
Yeah,
legit.
especially with Luca, dude. That's the
Hmm.
biggest thing. When you have someone like
Yeah,
Luca with them, that's
and
ridiculous.
think he shoots, dude. He's making like 33% from three or some shit like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah,
He shoots. He has inside shot. He's good. He's I guess he doesn't have that good of a post play, but
yeah,
he's pretty good, dude.
yeah, dude. The unicorn.
Yeah,
What KD called him? Literally
sure.
that. But even the Nuggets, Bol is looking really, really good. Like, how could
Yeah,
we forget
facts.
about him too? Everyone thought that like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They thought
44th
he was a
pick.
bust. Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be terrible. Well, not even bust. Like, he got picked 44th.
yeah.
The
Like,
limited.
yeah, he didn't even
We're
get
like,
in the
oh,
first round.
yeah.
Dude, I think I remember him like crying or some bitch that he wasn't even picked in the first round.
I mean, dude, the Bulls should have gotten him.
Yeah,
The Bulls
honestly.
missed on
Dude, what
Michael
the F
Porter.
did the Bulls have to lose, dude? They're so retarded.
Dude, like, no, legit. Think about this.
Dude,
They didn't draft Michael Porter, who's looking really good, and they didn't draft Bobo. They could
legit.
have probably. I think they could have picked Bobo like twice, maybe, but they skipped on him both times.
So goofy, dude. Like, it's like whoever's scouting over there, they're just so trash. It's like they don't even know like how to even play basketball, dude.
Yeah, no, they
Doesn't make
probably
any
don't.
sense.
That's the
Yeah,
thing. Their scouts are probably just like off analysis, and they're like, ah,
dude,
no, it's
their
that
scouts are baseball players, probably, dude.
guy. Legit.
Yeah,
Yeah, like, I
they
don't
came
even
from
know.
baseball.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, cause easily you could just be like, cause they were saying for Michael Porter it was his back. For Bobo,
Hmm.
I know he has some injury, but they could be like,
Yeah, I
hey,
think he had like some foot injury or something.
yeah, but it's like you already see that raw potential there. You might
Mhm.
as well risk it on the injury rather than like especially like for Bobo's case when he was the 44th pick. It's like, oh, you might as well just risk it because
Yeah,
like highlights and stuff, he's at least decent.
yeah,
And at the
legit.
end of the day, he's like 7'2" with like a 7'5" wingspan or something crazy. So it's like, might as well snag him because you're not going to be losing anything in the second
Yeah,
round.
facts, facts, boy. FAX real quick. So I mean, it's like they're so risk averse. They basically become stagnant. You know, that's a flaw in anything. Real quick, I'm saying
They're
it's like
freaking
if you just live your whole life like avoiding any risk, like then your life will never change and you'll stay in the same spot real quick, dude. Real quick.
Bars. But
Yeah.
like even now they're apparently saying that they really like Boylan, the coach. And literally
Oh god, and
everyone's
they're
like,
gonna
nah,
keep
he's
him.
trash. Yeah, that's
They're gonna
apparently
keep him or
that's
something.
like the latest Twitter Bulls news. But
That's so goofy, dude.
so stupid. So stupid. Ah, dang. What do we want to talk about next? Some music.
The VMA. You're sending me that. I haven't looked
Oh
at it
yeah,
at
yeah,
all, bro.
yeah. So like, just some do you have? Oh wait, we both don't have the phones. We're going. Let me make sure I have the list correctly. It was like Lady Gaga and some random people on there.
For what? They didn't do jack shit.
Yeah, like, that's so stupid. Let me see if I find it.
So stupid, dude.
Wait, oh yeah, yeah. So VMA put out their nominations of like the artist of the year. So their nominees for
Mhm.
artist of the year. They had The Weeknd, which like okay, I'm cool with.
Yeah, that's true.
They had The
True.
Baby, also I'm good
Okay,
with.
true.
Not sure but I think it was like Meg The Stallion next. Yeah, it was Meg The Stallion, which also it's like I agree with Meg.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
yeah, just from her songs, yeah.
yeah, and then like Justin Bieber, which I
Okay,
mean
no.
I'll give it to
Why is he
him,
even nominated?
but
What?
yeah, I don't know. I don't know just because
No,
of
get that
that,
shit
but
out of here.
like yeah, I don't know if he even dropped this year. And
He
then
did. He that's why he dropped Yummy. After Yummy, he dropped an album.
oh
Remember?
true. I mean even then I could be like okay, I could give you like the quote unquote pop guy.
Yeah.
That's fine, whatever. But then Post Malone, I don't think Post has
OC.
even dropped this year.
I mean, I don't know if his last album counts under this year though. I might. That's why.
Okay. Okay, well, if that's the case, then yeah, definitely.
If that's the case, then obviously Post Malone's on there.
Yeah,
He sells out real
yeah.
quick.
And then Lady Gaga,
Sells
like,
out.
I don't
All right,
even,
that makes no sense.
that makes zero sense.
That legitimately makes no sense. She made like one song
Yeah.
with Ariana Grande, dude. That was it.
Or like, legit, I haven't heard her this whole
Dude,
year.
you know who's missing? Pop Smoke, dude.
Yeah, who else? Roddy
Dude.
Rich. Lil
Oh
Baby.
yeah, dude. Yeah, actually,
Like,
that's effed up. How is Roddy Ricch not on there?
yeah, Roddy
He had
Rich,
the
Lil
most
Baby.
legendary song of
Pop,
2020 right now.
legit. Yeah, the
Whose
box.
song was more popular than the box this year?
Yeah,
No one's.
that's such a good point. Yeah,
Literally zero people. That's effed up.
yeah, no, I
That's
don't
like the dumbest. Oh wait, no, he might win like best new artist or something.
No, he's not even.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's new. Would he be because they're new?
Yeah, dude, he literally just came out last year, dude.
Oh,
What are you
yeah.
even talking about?
I
What
don't
are you
know.
even talking about, dude?
Because he's such a
Remember,
big
I
artist. Might as well just give him artist.
sent you that song last year. Or was it last year or was it 2018? Can't remember.
I don't know. No, but I'm saying like either way though, I think that song was so big, he should be just straight up artist.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, what the F is up with that, dude? I don't know.
Yeah. But that list, like I could give him like maybe a couple of them.
Dude, that's why everyone knows that these music shows are like shams now, dude.
Yeah, for real.
Legit. Like, who the F are these critics, dude?
Yeah.
They don't even listen to music, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I also heard this is over here like Joe Budden's podcast and like
Mhm.
other like kind of sort of music related podcasts. They're like all these shows are you basically have to play politics. So you have to be like, hey, if I win this, I'll come to the show. You could have me for like TV time or like all this like random ish. And then like,
Mhm.
oh, if you put me on, there's like some sort of deal. I do like a performance for you, whatever. So it's like a lot of them really, when it comes down to it, don't really even matter anymore. Like even Drake was like after he won the Grammy, he was like, yeah, nah, fuck this shit. Like this is
Yeah.
so
I mean, it makes sense. It's like sometimes you know how like some artists don't come.
yeah.
It's like if they don't come and like they can't verify if they're coming, like I guarantee you they'll never give that to that person because they're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
You know, like they're not gonna get money for it. So they're like, F you then. you know.
exactly. It's like the even like the only way you'll get me to come if
Mm.
I'm winning something.
Yeah,
Because if I'm about to lose every single category, why would I even show up? Like after that, like I'm just come if you actually giving me something,
yeah, facts,
which is dumb. That's when we need
facts,
like
boy.
our own rankings, just like
Dude.
album
I
of
mean,
the years. That could low key
yeah,
be a
that's true.
fire like end of the year episode though.
Yeah,
That
best
could go
songs,
in the
best songs,
ideas.
2020.
Yeah,
Yeah, true. Let's do that. Like best songs, best albums, 2020.
yeah, best like
We'll do
everything.
that. We'll do that in, like December or some ish.
Yeah,
That's the longest time.
yeah.
It's
But
literally so long.
that's going in the idea bank.
Yeah, real quick.
Um, what else? What else? What any new music? Anything you're listening to?
Um, what am I listening to real quick? I don't even know, dude.
Oh no, this is what I want to talk about. After that,
What?
I was listening to maybe like last weekend, around this weekend. I don't know. I just randomly so one of our TikTok. Oh, first of all, shout out to TikTok. Sherman 210. I'm gonna be posting like Neverland clips up
Hey,
there, posting everything YouTube up there. But anyway,
check out my TikTok too.
oh yeah, true. That's always
You're
linked.
over there,
That's
real
always
quick.
linked. Facts. But no, so for the first podcast episode, we were talking about Kanye and Jay-Z, their relationship. So I was like looking up for Watch the Throne songs, right? So I was like, oh dang, I haven't listened to the album in a while. So I just started playing it. I'm like, I was listening to it, I was like, hey, this shit's like it's just a classic. It's fire. And then I got to like some of the lyrics. I was like screenshotting them, I didn't know the parts too. I was like, dude, like where the f did this CA go? Like he's just talking about like real substance, like real shit. He's just talking about like Chicago and everything. I was like, dude, what happened to this guy? But
Dude,
then,
legit.
but then like I've legit just been listening to that album. And it's like one, we could talk about that Kanye thing too, but it's just like how well that album is aged and how Kanye and Jay Z just somehow know how to live, almost like live forever, right? But like other artists just can never do that ish. They're only there for like what's that one like pound cake quote? It's like the real ones
What?
are some are here to stay and others are here and gone. Some talk I can't remember, but yeah,
Goofy.
yeah,
Goofy. I mean, that's why they call it transcendent, dude. That's why
facts.
there's that word, transcendent. Because
Um,
a lot of people are great, right? But what ends up happening is that they're great for their era, their time, you
mm,
know?
yeah,
Where transcendence comes is when they expand beyond their time. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
So maybe Kanye is not at his peak anymore, but it doesn't matter because what he did in the past transcends time, dude.
facts.
It'll always be around, and it'll always be amazing. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call them classics. Real quick, that's the whole reason for that word.
Yeah,
Why do you think people still listen to music from the 50s? Because that shit's good, dude.
facts, facts. You know, because I think a lot of it has to do also with like kind of I guess your message in a way. Just because it's like you're first of all you're rapping about things that people relate to. Like take Kanye's like just like a regular ass kid from Southside Chicago, just doing whatever, and you legit hear that growth, right?
Yeah,
And in terms of Jay Z, if you were like someone who does sell dope, sell cracks, or whatever, but then you hear about this dude from a random hood in New York who sold dope, who like it was like, oh, like nah, this shit, he's either about to die or go to jail. But then you hear about him being a freaking billionaire, like in a couple of years, like that's crazy. So like that person would relate to it and be like, oh, like I can do that. If Jay Z can do it, I can do it. But yeah, and then even like Cole, J. Cole, for example, his music is probably gonna be going into that category also, where it's like he graduated from college and now is like successful as fuck. So someone else like we relate to that shit. So I think yeah, you have to be relatable, and then you obviously you just have to be good, and it just has to be like amazing.
You gotta be talented. You gotta
Yeah,
have some. You gotta bring some value real quick.
exactly. Change music. And like T-Pain, it'll completely change the game now. Auto tunes everywhere.
Hey, my boy T Pain.
Hey,
Shout out T Pain. Hey T Pain, hop on this pod, dude.
facts.
Real quick.
Also like, comment, subscribe. If you like, hey,
Yeah,
I'm T-Pain. T-Pain people.
yeah. Do the auto tune effect on your voice right now, dude.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, and then
T-
auto tune that ish.
What's your name? E- E-
Um. Okay. Do you want to talk about like Oh, we're gonna save this topic. This is a future topic. We're gonna talk about with one of our friends, Nitesh, about fake gurus. We're gonna save that for talking with him.
Yeah,
That's a legit topic.
yeah,
Um, we'll save that for him. But you want to talk about what we were talking about with Torres today? That's legit, even though he ain't here. But we shout out
yeah,
Torres.
yeah.
You
We
listen
can
to
talk.
this.
Facts. He contributed to this question, or yeah,
Hey,
this talk. But yeah,
yeah.
start off.
All right. So basically, what we were talking about earlier is that like how like people are like so focused on like achieving some goals sometimes, like say it's getting a job, say it's getting this award, right, getting recognition, and then once they kind of reach that peak and they get there, the reality is that like the value of that is not real.
Yeah,
You put all this in your mind and it's like, oh, like this is so important to me, like this is what I do it for, this is like, and then once you actually get there, you actually see how it feels to have achieved that. It's
mm,
not what you thought it was, because you thought like, okay, that in that moment, like, hey, it's gonna make me so happy real quick. But then like the reality of it is like, it's like, oh, that's great. It's like, now what do I do? You
yeah,
know? It's
mm,
like you live your whole life in this pursuit and you're like, oh shoot, like I gotta get here, I gotta get there. Like I gotta achieve this.
yeah,
And then when you achieve it, that's not necessarily like, okay, that's not the end. You're not gonna just die then. You know what I'm saying? There's still life to live real quick. So it's like you have to realize that it doesn't come from actually getting that award. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not just living just to get a reward real quick. You're living for that process, you know?
like I mean, just like example, we were talking about KD or LeBron when their whole mission is to get that NBA championship. But then once you get it, you're like, oh, like is this it? Like, well, what? Like, there's something else I need to prove. There's something more I
Mm-hmm.
need to do. And so it's like them going down to it, or like breaking it down. It's like, oh, they just genuinely love to play basketball daily and put in that work daily to be at that like that super level, like great athlete.
Yeah, facts.
So it's like, oh, even though you have that goal, it's like, oh, I just genuinely just enjoy what I'm doing. So even if like I wasn't getting paid for it, I wasn't getting any shine from it, I would still be doing that shit just because I genuinely love to do it. Yeah,
Yeah, so we're just like saying like when you actually find like something you enjoy, you should just like focus on that enjoyment.
mhm,
And then if you like put time towards that and respect what you're doing, everything else will come with it real
mhm,
quick.
facts,
Yeah. Yeah.
facts.
So that's a life lesson for the day, dude. Real quick.
A little bar
Yeah.
drop.
Thanks, boy.
But yeah, yeah, no, like I think even maybe it was yeah, it was probably last episode. I was talking about how like where's Lizzo been? Like all like the big celebrities have been out, big artists have been out, but like Lizzo's nowhere to be found. Same with like even like
Facts.
Lil Pump, like where the F is Lil Pumping? You don't hear
I think
about
Lil
him.
Pump like retired or some shit, dude.
Really? It's like F
Yeah.
this fish.
Dude, I don't get his mind, dude. No one gets it, I don't think.
dude. I don't know, but but it's like artists like that where we're talking about Hove versus everyone else, Hove and Kanye versus everyone else. It's like you're literally here for like months, and then nowhere to be found.
Yeah, it's like you reach your peak, and then it's just like, oh, I'll never get back there, and so they just disappear. But two artists who's avoided that so far. One is obviously Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
I think if he dropped music right now, he'd still be pretty relevant.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one is Stay Solid Rocky. So far, he's like
Dude,
stayed in the picture, dude.
Stay Solid Rocky.
Yeah. Remember he made the song Party Girl?
No.
Dude, how do you not know that song?
What are you talking about?
Dude, you're mentally disabled, dude, if you don't know that song real quick.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Dude, how do you not know that song?
Party
That was
Girl?
like one of the most viral songs of like COVID, dude.
Dude, I'm not on TikTok. I don't know.
Dude, it doesn't matter. You should have heard it. That's effed up, dude. Lil Uzi even remixed it, dude.
What's it called? What's the name called?
Party Girl. Dude, that's all our listeners are gonna think you're an idiot right now. Real quick.
No, I have never heard of him. What the F?
Dude, that's effed up, dude.
Yo. Oh, so wait, never mind.
Hey, yo, Nash, you go crazy. You go crazy.
Oh, yeah, no, never mind. I just didn't know the name of it. Yeah,
that's I just so goofy. That's so goofy, real quick.
I don't know that's what it's called. I've just heard it.
Yeah, like, so that song, so like that song got millions of views. But yeah, he just made like he just dropped an album recently, and some of it, like I think 2 or 3 of his songs are like on the playlist on some of the Spotify playlists.
Yeah.
So he survived that hype train, dude.
I mean, for him, like he just dropped that song. When did he drop it? That was like recent.
Dude, like that was like 3 months ago.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, I think it's too short of time to be like, oh, you avoided.
I mean, not fully, right? Yeah, maybe if he. Yeah. I guess like. Because so basically what I realized that the key is to this virality. So like say you like hit number 1, right?
Yeah.
Like so like how Lil Nas X did, how Designer did and shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You hit the top. Like even you don't even have to hit 1, right? Like there's just people who hit like close to the top. They hit like top 50 or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
What Lil Nas X did, I think, is like the blueprint. Is that like what he did is like he dropped Old Town Road, right?
Yeah.
And then right after what he did is he dropped his album. I think that's the key, dude. If you drop that album after, what ends up happening is like you retain those listeners real quick. Mm-hmm. Even if it's like not that good. Like
facts.
Lil Nas X's album wasn't amazing. But it was good enough where it like maintained listeners real quick.
Yeah.
And I think that's the key. So it's like now Stay Solid Rocky, what he did is he just dropped the album. And so what that does is gonna maintain some listeners and also like just keep some new ones who are like, oh, this album's pretty good, right? Because they'll get like viewership right now, right? While even his first song is still awesome, right?
Yeah, true.
And I think that's the key. It's like you need to, while the first song is trending, you need to drop a bunch of projects, like or a big project.
Yeah.
And then you can like maintain your value basically. Because otherwise, like I think what happened with Designer is like he dropped too late. You know? Mm-hmm. Even though like that he dropped like I guess it was an EP with Timmy Turner, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember fully. I think it was an EP with Timmy Turner. But like he just didn't drop enough where I think it was on that EP. I can't remember. It was a really long time ago.
Yeah.
But
also like
I think like he just didn't drop soon enough. Yeah. I think he just didn't drop soon enough where he should have dropped while Panda was still hot, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Even though Timmy Turner was lit, it wasn't Panda, so then he couldn't ride it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I think
that's like it's a new blueprint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I think also one big thing though is for Lil Nas X, he put the he put his original song out, and people were like, there was that huge outrage on like, oh, this isn't country. Why isn't it on country? Or it's not hip
Yeah.
hop. Why isn't it in country? And then that boosted it up to the point where he got a remix with Billy Ray Cyrus on it, who's like an official
Mhm.
just country star. So now that boosts your popularity even more.
Yeah.
And then also on social media, he's just funny, right? He
Yeah, that's
just like
true.
clowns, he just jokes around. And then like I saw he was on like Rihanna's Fenty, like the makeup. He's promoting some her makeup shit because she has some shit coming out for men. So it's like he's promoting that. And so I think he's even though he hasn't really dropped music, or
Mhm.
yeah, I think album also does definitely play a part in it. But I think
Yeah.
more so it's like the social media and all that
He's
other
creating like
stuff.
a presence. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah, like you legit see him
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
And
like I
also
think
probably
the Stay Solid Reef, he's following the code too because now Uzi was on the remix,
yeah.
and I think Uzi, that's how I heard it. That's why I recognized it because I remember Uzi was on it, and I was like, oh, this is that Uzi song. But obviously, I just realized it's not Uzi song.
Goofy, dude.
Um,
Goofy.
dude, I don't, dude, a quarantine, I haven't known anything, dude, except for no new artists. It's only people I actually know already about. But, oh, but no, yeah. So if like he manages to do the same thing, and just kind of maintain his relevance even without music, that's how you grow. That's also, dude, going back to Hov and Ye, that could also be a thing too. You're just relevant outside of music.
Hmm.
Like Kanye just fashion all the shit. Hov with like business. Like
Yeah.
you're relevant even outside of music. Even like
Yeah.
Beyonce too. Take Beyonce for example.
Hmm.
When she drops, the whole world knows. But then
Yeah.
otherwise, she's just quiet. You just know that she's working on shit.
Dude, it's also like how cult of a following you got.
Yeah,
Like Beyonce's followers are like legit cult,
yeah,
and there's
Beehive,
like
dude.
10 million of them. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no,
There's like
not that's
there's
low ball on 10 mil.
yeah,
That's just
lowballing 10 million. You know what I'm saying? But like there's like like 100 million cult followers over. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
Mhm.
it's like there's like a difference. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between casual
Yeah,
fan and cult following fan. Like
yeah,
there's a complete
yeah,
difference there.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
there's definitely like there's definitely fans that are like, oh, this artist never made a bad song. And when you
Hmm.
have like multiple people like that who just literally just stand the artist,
Yeah.
then yeah, you have that cult following, and you basically drop
Hmm.
hit after hit. You're gonna get those cult listens anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, you'll
Like
get
even
them
like
automatically.
yeah, even like Taylor Swift. Like I don't listen to her shit, but I know that like
Yeah,
the
I literally
people that
don't know
listen
who
to her
listens to
like
Taylor
really
Swift.
listen to her. Like
Who
yeah,
the F listens to her? Taylor Swift, dude. What the F?
dude, she got
It's
crazy
effed up, dude.
followers, dude. Yeah. Who
I
knows?
mean, she's like a TikTok trend right now, though. Whenever someone remixed her song or some ish,
I don't even
and so
know,
now
dude.
it's popular real quick.
I don't even know. TikTok goofy. See, my TikTok's lit though, so go follow it real quick. Asherma210.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Stop saying TikTok's goofy. Then no one's gonna follow you there.
now I'm saying
Goofy
mine's
ass.
lit. I just joined. I'm about to make that ish lit, dude. Real quick.
So goofy, real quick. Hey, hey. Meanwhile, check out this shirt real quick and this fat chicken. Check it out real quick. So, quick side story. Purdue had this hot wing challenge, and I just wrecked it real quick, probably in 5 minutes, and snagged this shirt. So, just side story, and did that twice. So I have two of these shirts.
Dude,
Uh,
that's such a weird flex.
yeah, facts, real
Not even
quick. So
OP. That's just a weird
you
flex.
if anyone trying to do a wing challenge with me, come at me real quick, dude. I'll wreck you
Dude, but
real quick, dude.
I'll get you a hotter sauce, dude. Guaranteed.
Dude, get that out of here, dude.
Guaranteed. I just can't eat wings. I
Hell
can
no.
eat the hot sauce, dude. Kill the hot sauce.
Dude, let's put on some celery real quick and then let's go at it.
Nah, dude, just put it on like chips.
We're a chip,
Light,
sure.
light work.
Dude, you know what we should do? We should get, there's that like hottest chip in the world or whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
We should snag one of those real quick and
facts.
just go and just eat it
Yeah,
real quick
true,
and
true,
see who has less of a reaction real quick.
yeah, true,
I think
true.
we'll both die.
Yeah, we would
Is what
both.
I think.
Now, see, Or we could do like the first person to grab like milk or something loses.
Yeah,
And like
yeah, that's
legit,
legit.
we're so competitive that we're just gonna
Yeah,
be
well,
handling
dude.
the pain.
Yeah,
We'll just be
we're
taking,
just gonna lay on the ground and just like fucking deal with it, dude.
we'll just take the pain, dude. That's
Yeah,
what's gonna end up happening.
that's so
It's gonna be
goofy.
whoever dies first. Legit.
Yeah, who literally passes out from the
Yeah.
heat real
It's gonna be
quick.
like, fuck, I actually need this milk. Yeah. Hey, that's actually a fire video, dude.
Hey, yeah,
Another one
let
of
us
the
know.
idea books.
Let us know in the comments or whatever wherever this is if you want to see that video real quick.
Oh, facts. What the fuck were we talking about? We already talking about some shit.
Oh, dude, we should talk about once Spotify puts in video, dude. That's
What?
gonna
What?
be crazy.
You crack real quick. Yeah,
Hey.
now you're good. Now you're good.
So apparently, what's happening is that like YouTube and Spotify are gonna clash, right? So here's the deal, right? So everyone knows that when you leave the YouTube app, like your ish turns off real quick, right? And like or pauses, right? And on Spotify, obviously, like if you listen to music and you have premium or whatever, it stays playing, right? So what Spotify is getting into now that they're purchasing these podcasts, is they're gonna keep like so for example, Joe Rogan, right? You can go online and watch like Joe Rogan's like whole like 1 hour, 2 hour podcast, right?
Mm.
Um, and without YouTube Premium, you can't just leave the app and just continue and listen to the podcast.
Yeah, you
You
just
have
press
to
play.
leave it open,
Yeah.
right? Versus now in Spotify, what's gonna happen is that as long as you got like well, it won't matter if you have Spotify Premium or not. If you don't have Premium, you're gonna have ads throughout that video. So like if you do have Premium, obviously there's gonna be no ads. It's just gonna be the podcast, but then the video is gonna be playing. So it'll be kind of like YouTube Premium.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be basically taking up the YouTube Premium market, which
Yeah,
is super insane, dude.
legit.
So Spotify is basically trying to challenge
Yeah.
them in video
Mhm.
streaming, which is gonna be a super interesting
Dude,
market now.
what makes it even more smart is just because
Yeah.
one, they already signed Joe Rogan in that enormous deal,
Hmm.
and then they have Joe Budden there also. I don't know if he's staying or not, but like for at least for now, you have
Hmm.
Joe Budden on there and Joe Rogan, both
Yeah.
who have like probably the biggest platforms in that genre. I mean, Joe
Mhm.
Rogan's the biggest podcast by far, but like Joe Budden's
Yeah.
like probably the biggest podcast in music, and more specifically like hip hop music.
Yeah. Hip hop music. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And so it's like once you have like two titans, then you sign like maybe another one, and that's like a lot of YouTube views. And
Dude,
then the
they
contract
they
for
have
like,
another one, dude. They have Bill Simmons.
oh yeah, the Ringer. Yeah, they have the whole Ringer.
Yeah. So they got the entire Bill Simmons podcast on there now,
Yeah,
which is crazy. I think wait, isn't JJ Redick's on Ringer too?
yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So they have sports content,
Yeah.
they have music, and then they have just general Joe Rogan, which is crazy. Those are some big powerhouses right there. Like in the podcast game, real quick. So like
Yeah.
it's very interesting how these influencer contracts are coming in now. So like
Mm-hmm.
there's like three types of I would say there's three, right? So there's general like influencer contracts, right? So now TikTok, I think, set aside 200 million or something like that to
Mm-hmm.
pay their influencers to stay on TikTok, right?
Oh, dang.
And then there's another kind which is like in gaming. So like Ninja and like
Yeah. That's why
guys like that, they're getting these
Amazon,
huge
yeah,
gaming contracts
facts.
to like only stream their live streams on like YouTube and shit, right? So there's basically like the live stream market, right, which is like Twitch, YouTube, and then like the Microsoft thing is closed down now, so none of that. And then there's like just general influencer marketing, so it's like convincing people to stay on different platforms. And then there's now this podcast market where these giant companies are going to buy out podcasts now. So like literally anyone making podcasts right now that has some type of traction,
The heck,
they're gonna probably start getting offers like from
yeah,
YouTube or Spotify and shit like that,
you know. Also,
which
what's
is gonna be
crazy?
crazy.
Yeah, what's also even crazier is that now, now you have actual numbers on how much a podcast could possibly be owned.
Yeah,
Like you know that Joe Rogan got like, how, I can't remember off the top
100
of my
million,
head.
100
100
million.
mil? Yeah. So
Yeah,
do you know how many years was it?
I think 5 years or four
So a
years,
5 year
something like
deal.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like okay, so now you know that's like the ceiling. But
Hmm.
then if you like, if you're like, oh, I'm like the next Joe Rogan, like I'm coming up, I have all these views, I have all these views on YouTube. Now you could demand, nah, I want 200 for 5 years, and then that
Yeah.
ceiling is gonna keep rising. So now you're finally see like, oh, okay, my podcast I'm making right now, if I get it to this many views, this many likes, whatever,
Yeah.
this is kind of approximately how much I'm worth. And if I'm
Hmm.
up and coming, I'm probably gonna ask for more.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Nice.
and then now when it's directly just on Spotify, going back to like what we are talking about, it's like like most of the YouTube podcasts are not going to be there, which makes it good for like smaller podcasts because you'd be like, oh, I could just post it on YouTube and
Hmm.
be like up and coming. But it also takes away like so like Joe Rogan is he's like always trending. I'm pretty sure whenever he puts anything.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
mean,
like
especially
now
when he's with like a famous person like
exactly.
Elon Musk or someone like that.
Hmm. Yeah, so it's like you're taking away those views right away. But then you're gonna probably have more people try to be like, hey, let me just be a Spotify exclusive, and those small podcasts could come up too. I don't know how that would work, how they would like go about
Yeah.
saying those, but it's like now there's another platform to promote essentially.
Dude, what if Spotify started signing artists real quick and they just became their own
That'd be
label
legit.
real quick?
Yeah, 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 that'd be legit. It would be like Chance had, whereas
Yeah.
like Coloring Book was only on Apple Music for like a week or so, however long it was.
Hmm.
It was Apple Music exclusive.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I could be like, oh, I'm just a Spotify exclusive artist. Like even like Jay Z was with Title. It was like all this shit's just on Title, nothing else.
Hmm.
And yeah, I mean that would be really smart because like say if you got someone like Drake when he was like still up and coming, you're like you're Spotify exclusive. So now when you boom, everything's legit. You have
Yeah,
to
exactly.
have Spotify, or I mean pirate it, but like if you want legally,
Hey,
you have
pirating.
to be
We do not
Spotify.
promote pirating in this place, bro.
I
No
mean,
pirating.
I as long as I mean as long as you're not stupid about it,
Goofy, dude.
do you?
Goofy. Real quick. So goofy.
Uh, hey, I'm not gonna knock someone's hustle. Do for
Dude,
you.
that ain't no hustle, dude. That's stealing.
Snack some free music, dude. Free ish.
Free ass ish, real quick.
Yeah, all right, guys, that's another episode of the Neverland Podcast. As always, check out all the socials, neverlandprod.com. Paris, obviously, all those links
Hey,
are below. Check those out.
facts. Check them out.
But yeah, man, and that we got here. Peace.